This segment is brought to you by Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.
Number 7, a council member requests a discussion on Council C. Hamner wishes to make a statement regarding the potential open meeting law violation.
Yeah, I just, it's kind of difficult because I placed this item on the agenda to address the complaint that was filed by the parish president with the Attorney General's office, and after review, the Attorney General, she has dismissed the complaint, confirming that any potential open meeting law violations were already addressed by the council and no further action was necessary as far as that goes. For me, this affirms that the council handled all the procedures accordingly and appropriately. But despite the procedural ruling by the AG, that complaint included questions about the integrity of myself and members of the council. Yeah, I serve on a board in Baton Rouge. It's the State Board Retirement Board, and I'm chairman of the investment committee for that board, and I'm vice chairman of the whole board. It's the largest state retirement system in Louisiana, and it provides the income for 87,000 retired teachers. Never have I been questioned. That serving on that board requires a high degree of integrity and fiduciary responsibility. And in 24 years serving on that board, I have never been questioned about my integrity or my ethics. I have a long standing of 24 years on that board, and it's never been challenged. Jason, although I value our shared history, I disagree with the characterization you made in that complaint. It's both troubling and unfounded to me. Neither was it considered an issue by the Attorney General, because she made no ruling on it. However, your actions have impacted our professional relationship, and I hope that one day you can clarify those points and restore the mutual trust that we once had. While it's important to address misunderstandings, we should also be prioritizing open communication and transparency. This would strengthen our working relationship. Now, I always try to find something positive out of every negative. So I do view this experience or ordeal, whatever you want to call it, as an opportunity to improve how we communicate and collaborate. Emails and agenda items just aren't enough. They're not sufficient. And I'd like to suggest that we establish some regular discussions, and maybe even small groups of 2 or 3, so that we stay in line with the legal requirements. Covering topics such as budget planning, community outreach, and procedural updates. These things would provide an open forum for discussion. We could share our insights and ensure that the council's input is valued. The reason why I say this is because, to me, this is where it all started. Lack of knowing what was coming up till the last minute. In closing, I want to express my respect for the council and our shared commitment to serving our community. Our professional paths have crossed in various ways, including during my tenure as an educator. And I appreciate the dedication and integrity that the council has. I hope we can continue to work together and focus on the well-being of our parish, and I know we can, and provide effective service for our residents. That's all.
Mr. Benjamin?
So, Mr. Hammond, I just want you to understand I definitely didn't take that lightly when I did what I did. And it was mostly driven from the conversations that I received from our constituents after it happened. There was a lot of conversation about were public rights broken, and that, you know, with the whole conversation of, again, it being an open meetings law and the rules that we have to adhere to by open meetings law. So in a situation where, you know, I get feedback, I have conversations, at the end of the day, that's the person that can tell us what's right or wrong. You know, I got the same document. The document said that the council ended up working itself through the process, but that's also related to the fact that administration directed the attorney to push forward, right? Through us saying push forward, that doesn't hold up the bond process. It doesn't hold up projects for our residents because of a disagreement between council and administration. And so at the end of the day, just trying to do what's best for the parish to make sure that our residents' rights are protected when it comes to open meetings and those laws that we have to adhere to. We put it to where it went and got a response. And so, again, I felt like that was my responsibility to the residents, especially hearing from residents or who I represent, saying that they felt that this was warranted. So with me, it's never personal. It's just making sure that not only myself, but everybody that works for me and everybody that I think is up here, that when it comes to the rules like this and things that could potentially be an issue, that we get it straightened out. And that was all of my intent. So I just wanted to share my thoughts.
Can I respond real quick?
Sure.
Okay. Take a light off, Steve. Readdress your light. Thank you, Mr. Hammond.
It was personal. You attacked my integrity and the integrity of these council members. You accused us of things, not just open meetings law. You accused us of other things in that complaint that cut deep. And you didn't have to do that. You wanted to know whether or not we violated the open meetings law. You threw in a lot of other stuff that had no bearing on the open meetings law. That's it.
Ms. Trushclair.
Yes, thank you. Mr. President, you said you had serious concerns about us violating open meetings laws, but yet you pushed for the Attorney General to move forward. So it's either or. Did we violate it, or do you want to push forward? You can't have it both ways. So, I mean, either you saying in your heart of hearts you thought we did something wrong, we violated the laws, but on the other hand, it wasn't that important for you because you want to move forward anyway. So, I mean, you send mixed signals out anyway, as you always do. Thank you.
Mr. Bedroom.
I figured the AG would straighten it out. At the end of the day, I wasn't going to slow projects up for our residents because if it wasn't correct, the AG would have undone it all. So it wouldn't have been me holding it up. It'd have been the AG undoing it. So at the end of the day, residents are my number one priority. I never make it about me, making it about being personal. Everything I'm always trying to do is what's best for the residents and moving Terrebonne Parish forward. And no matter what I do, some people just don't like it.
Mr. Babin.
Yeah, you know, and as I read the AG's opinion, the AG said that this council corrected what they did. I read that as they said, we did violate an open meetings law, but we corrected it on the Wednesday night. So again, things can be interpreted in a lot of different ways. From your angle of personal, Clyde, I'm not addressing that. I'm just addressing the fact that the AG said that this council corrected. You check the word corrected, it means changed or fixed. So, thank you.
Mr. Wazan.
Yeah, just to clarify, what the AG said was, if it was deemed to have wrongdoing, it was corrected. That's what was said. It never was said that there was wrongdoing and it was corrected. That never was said in that letter. I just want to clarify that's what was said, that if there was, it would have been corrected. There was nowhere in that letter that the AG stated that there was wrongdoing, And look, let's just be clear. What our attorney recommended was not to make that motion, okay? We got to be real clear on the details. So every council member that voted yes or voted no, anybody that didn't abstain, could all be held accountable for that vote because it wasn't about the voting, it was about the motion itself. So I just want to be real clear that this wasn't just 5 members that voted yes. This was 9 council members. This was 9. This is an opinion from the AG's office to me when I contacted them to talk to them about what was going on. And that's how it was explained to me. I wholeheartedly agree with Mr. Hamner as far as the parish president's concerned and the accusations and things that he made in his letter to the AG that had no bearing on any decision that was going to be made. So to even make the statement that it's not personal, I mean, you got to be kidding me. How could that not be personal? Particularly when it's rumor and hearsay. No firsthand information. None. I mean, how can this not be personal? Somebody needs to explain it to me like I'm a 12-year-old, because I don't get it. How you can sit there and say it's not personal with the accusations you made about many council members up here. Not 5, many. You need to reconsider what you're saying, and you need to reconsider it today, because it's wrong, Hoss. It's wrong. What you did was wrong. Now, if you wanted to send it, send it. But all that additional stuff that you have no knowledge of, you got to be kidding to sit there and say that's not personal. You know it's true, I know it's true. That's a fact.
Well, before I recognize these 2 lights right here, I want to say this. At the end of that letter, what was most important to me, no further action is taken. So I recognize Mr. Hamner, and he's actually had an agenda item here. Now I recognize Mr. Babin.
Yeah, I just want to clarify. I also spoke to people in the AG's office, and they differ from what you just got through saying. All right, a no vote, an abstention is nothing more than a no vote. Okay, so again, that's why it's called practicing the law. Okay, there's not an absolute. If you talk to 100 different attorneys, we possibly could get 100 different answers. But the point still remains is the letter said it was corrected, and to me that implies there was a wrongdoing, but we took care of it. So let's move on from there. We want to keep bringing up the past here. We talk about working together. Let's work together and move forward. Thank you.
Mr. Bergeron?
Yeah, so Mr. Clayton, since you addressed me, I hate to tell you, you just don't know me because I don't take things personally. This is about the parish. What I could take personally is whenever you called me a liberal, a girl, said I had a mental health issue, and other things that you said outside that at the end of the day, that seems very personal. And I appreciate showing the public tonight how personal some of this stuff is, because the public sees it. The public knows the people that are against me on a regular basis, I could cure cancer and it wouldn't be good enough. But that's okay. I got God by my side, and I put my head down on my pillow every night, knowing I did the best job I could. And no matter what I do, there's people on this council that won't like it, won't approve it. And it's no different than what we're dealing with at a federal level with government and our shutdown right now, except I just deal with the same stuff here locally, and the residents see it. And that's all I got to know and see.
Okay, and that's wonderful. Again, from the chair, the opinion said no further action is taken. I'm rather liberal sitting in this chair as a chairman. A lot of other times people will call point of order. I'll try to allow people to be very freely with their speech as long as they're respectful.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne Ford. Built Ford tough.